Hey YouTubers, Muskrat Jim here, and I just want to tell you about my latest knife purchase. It's the Stroud SK Ultimate Mountain Survival Knife. It was on sale at Canadian Tire for $39.95, and it regularly sells at $59.95. I didn't have any experience with the Camilus knives, so naturally I went to the YouTube community to look for a review. I found a good review by a young teenage knife enthusiast by the name of Arian Ferguson. After watching his video, I went back to Canadian Tire and bought this little beauty. Now, some of the features of this knife: the blade is 4 3/4 inches long, and about a third of it is serrated. The blade is longer and thinner than my Bear Grylls folding sheath knife. It has a nice grippy rubber textured handle with yellow highlights and a knurled pommel, so you could pound walnuts or acorns or whatever with that. And there's also a large lanyard hole in the base of the knife. Camilus put a lot of innovative features into the SK Mountain sheath. Even so, I found a few shortcomings, so I modified mine so I could wear it a couple of ways and pack more gear into it. Okay, so let's look at the innovative features. The sheath has a built-in ceramic knife sharpener right at the base, so I can keep my knife sharp in the field, and I can also keep my other knives sharp in the field as well. The knife itself snaps in either for a right-hand carry, nice and secure, or it can snap in left for left-hand carry. Again, nice and secure. Now the sheath features a ferro rod, a flashlight, and a whistle. So on this side, we've got the ferro rod, and the Camilus knife has a notch in the back here for the ferro rod. And they snap in there securely too. Now on the other side, we've got a small flashlight, pretty bright. All you have to do is just twist that cap and it'll make the electrical connection for the battery. And there's also a built-in whistle. Now the whistle isn't very loud, so I think they could have done a little bit more to make that better. Now the thing about these is that when the knife is in place, these can't come out. They're in there secure, so there's no fear of losing those when you're carrying your knife. Another thing about the sheath is a signal mirror. I don't normally carry a signal mirror, but now with this sheath I'll have another way of signaling in a distress situation. Now behind the mirror is a small little compartment. I've got some cotton stuffed into the compartment right now, but the compartment is so small. Like, they easily could have made it the width of the single mirror. Another thing is I don't think that is a waterproof container, so I'll have to check it out with my cotton to see if it gets wet. So you can see that there's a lot of wasted space that they could have used to make that compartment 3 times the size that it is now. Why they chose to make it so small is beyond me. Another feature of the knife is this netted pouch on the back. Right now it just has some survival tips in there. But another thing is they could have made this pouch a lot bigger. They could have brought it down closer to the knife sharpener, and they could have brought it up quite a bit higher up this side as well. And finally, there's a deep notch around the perimeter of the sheath where it comes with 10 feet of paracord. Actually, this isn't 550 paracord, it's quite a bit thinner, so I doubt that it has individual strands inside, but it is a place to carry your cord. And it's got a Velcro closure at the top here. Now to point out a few of the shortcomings. Although it has 2 grommet holes in the top here, it has absolutely nothing on the bottom. They easily could have extended this nylon down and put a couple of grommet holes down there so that you could tie it to your thigh. The normal way to carry this knife is on a belt using the belt loop on the back of the sheath. Because this is a 10-inch knife, it's too long to wear comfortably in a car, a boat, or in a hammock. The knife needs to be worn lower on the thigh, but it's missing the bottom grommet to tie it above your knee. So now on to my modifications. In order to wear it lower on my thigh, I use 2 loops of cords through the top 2 grommets to attach to my belt. And I used another length of cord in a small split ring with a small carabiner and tied it like this. Now, an interesting side effect of this new carry modification is that it can be worn concealed over the shoulder under a loose jacket, almost like a holster. This is great when you're traveling to your camp location without attracting too much attention to yourself. Of course, you could also carry it in your pack until you reach your destination. Now, I couldn't modify the front compartment, but I did modify the back. As you can see, I added a rolled up, or rather folded, Ziploc bag, which can hold more gear and also doubles as a water container. The bag gives me space to carry some small flat items like Band-Aids, needles, duct tape, safety pins, matches, magnifying glass, or some snare wire. I also added rubber bands to secure the top of the rolled up Ziploc bag. Although the sheath has 3 obvious shortcomings, I feel that the other innovative features of the sheath make up for it. The knife itself is excellent, especially for the price, and it came sharp, and with the built-in ceramic knife sharpener, I'll be able to keep it that way. Hey, if it's good enough for Les Stroud, it's good enough for me. So this is Muskrat Jim, signing out.